Well, howdy guys. Yeah, we're going to show you my fire kits. Stay tuned and let's get to it. Well, this is virtually everything I carry for fire starting. This is what my last video we did was the cotton balls with Vaseline. We'll put that off to the side. We'll get into this here in a short bit. This here I carry in one of my side pockets on my backpack. I'm looking for a bag or a case of something to put it in. But I got this up at Walmart. It works great as a for cooking with my BushCraft pot, which is so big around, about so tall, and it sits perfectly on top. You can also run it this way if you have a fire underneath, but they recommend to have it this way. These are the fire cubes. I already went through 4 of them. You get 8 in the kit. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was right around 10 bucks, somewhere in there. I can't recall. I'll put a link below on it. But I'm not going to light one of these because these will burn anywhere close to 3 to 5 minutes. I was able to cook, get to a full boil, a pot that is so deep, you've seen that in one of my previous videos, of water, and after it was at a boil, it was still burning. It burnt for probably another minute or two after that. It only took about 3 minutes to get to a boil, but that's one of them. I really like this kit, and if needed, if you don't have the blocks, if you ran out, you can always use tinder, throw it in there, and start your fire that way, and just keep feeding it in from the side because the pot is sitting on top, and just keep feeding your twigs in there until you get your water to a boil. That is that one. We'll put that off to the side with the other. This here is a dry sack. I picked this one up at the Dollar Tree store. I picked up, I think it was a kit of 4 or 5 of these for like $2. Keeps everything nice and dry, just in case you do manage to fall in the water, or your backpack gets rained on, or anything in that lines. But I have everything inside different tins. Oh, that ain't gonna work. That's my fishing kit. We're gonna do another video on that. I don't know how that got in there. And that. As you can tell, I like these little containers. I use the snuffs, so might as well put them to good work. But we'll start on the big one. This is just an old tin from a couple decks of playing cards that I bought for our camper, the bug out buggy. This here is a toilet paper roll with dryer lint. I thought about taking some tape and put over it, or wax would be a little messy, but this stuff burns like a cotton ball. It burns fast. So you would use this whole thing just to start a fire. But you can take that, and this is pine pitch. Whenever out in the woods, you look around on the pine trees and find some pine pitch that working its way out of on the side of the trees. You can take some of that, cut this in half, in chunks or whatever and mix it in with, yeah, it would be sticky on your fingers, mix it in with it, and you would only use a small section of your dryer lint as a fire starter. So this is, and if you don't even have that, if you don't have nothing out in the woods, find some pine pitch, and if you're near a wetland and it has cattails, the top part of the cattail that looks like a hot dog, pull them apart. It was so fluffy, and mix them in with it, and then hit it with your fire steel, and it'll go right up. So that's one of the other things I have in there. And I do have a backup ferro rod. This is one I got at Walmart. It's just a cheapo. Works fine. Don't want to catch that on fire. Be another blooper. And a Bic lighter. Brand new. Been in here for a while, so it's beat up. I always carry a Bic lighter if I need it. Okay, so I'll put all this back away. Remember how I arranged it. And if I wanted to, I could probably rearrange this a certain way to get this to sit in there also, which, yeah, I might just do that, then it's just even more compact. Let's get to this other one. Push that off to the side. This is my char cloth and steel. All I did is I took an old file. Let me get it up closer. It's just ain't no good no more, don't cut. And I took and just broke it off, and I rounded off the sharp edges. I ground this edge on a stone or concrete just to knock the rust off of it. And I am going to make another video of how to make your char cloth. This is just from old pair of blue jeans, and while you're out in the woods, I don't even need to carry a piece of flint with me. You can find it anywhere. You don't just have to use flint. You can find any kind of hard, coarse rock. Take your striker and give it a couple runs across it. If it produces spark, you're good to go. Okay, just a little note that you can do. We were talking about compacting this kit down, which I was managed to do. I got all that in, but I put my char cloth kit, my cotton balls with Vaseline, the lighter, and my ferro rod and striker, that pine pitch, and the lint roll, and it all fits in there very nicely. A little tight, but that's what the rubber band is for. What I'm going to do is I got a bicycle inner tube. You know how rubber bands fall apart quickly. I'm going to get cut up that bicycle inner tube and slip that around this. But then I'm going to look for another bag, like I said I wanted to find for this, but double the width. If you look, just about the same size. I can get that all in one bag. That would take up a lot less room. It'll open up the side pocket on my backpack for more use. Well, there we have it. As you've seen, I condensed that down, but I even condensed it down further. That orange pack that I had it in, both of them fit in there. Sealed up nice and tight and small and compact. You can see with the size of my hand, and I have average size hands. This won't take up much room at all in my pack. So you got to come up with different sources of fire starting. the more off you have, the better you are. If it ever comes down to where you need to bug out, you got different options. Also, whenever you're out bushcrafting or hiking and you get caught in bad weather situation, you need to have more than just a lighter. Lighters are nice to have, but if they get wet, they're useless until you can dry them out. But so make a little small kit. So I am going to do some more videos on some other subjects, like I said, I want to make more char cloth. I'm starting to run a little low, so I'll show you how to go about making that. And my fishing kits, I want to show you that little kit that I showed you. This here was just a prototype. I just got an Altoids can. I got the string wrapped around it, so I really don't want to undo the string just to show the contents and then have to rewrap and all that. So it got to come up with something different. But we'll make that into another video. So if you liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, not the finger. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click that bell notification button. Click the bell. It'll give you 3 options. Click all. That'll let you know when my next videos came out. Go ahead and leave a comment. Like to hear from you. And as always, hope to see you in the woods. Bye.